Hello fellow shadows, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to talk about this video that I've seen on TikTok, because if you guys don't know, I am a TikToker, and there was this one person that says, "Oh, I don't support Black Lives Matter," and his reasoning is, "Oh well, because of some people breaking in, some Black Lives Matter people broke into places and stole stuff, vandalized stuff." And here's the thing: I do my best to be open-minded. I really do. I do my best to be open-minded, not to judge people, especially on their opinions, because I believe that we all have our own rights to our opinions. With that said, this isn't really me trying to attack that guy, but that is a dumb reason, in my opinion, to not like Black Lives Matter. Because, first of all, you're generalizing. I don't know why I had a hard time saying that. It's just like saying, oh, just because a guy was inappropriate with a girl, then all guys must be nasty monsters, or hypothetically, if a white person robbed a store, oh, all white people are robbers, or black people, a black person shot at another person, all black people must be murderers, right? Or if you see like a Bulgarian being a gangster, oh, all Bulgarians must be gangsters. It's literally saying pretty much that, all of that, just because you see one or a few people of a group or of ethnicity or a gender, you're essentially demonizing the entire thing, and that's not right. That's not right. Yes, some guys can be weird, but some girls can be too. But not all girls, not all guys. Yeah, there might be bad apples in like different skin tones, but that doesn't mean that all people in that same skin tone are just bad. Yes, I'm black, but that doesn't mean that just because you see a black person being a criminal doesn't mean that I'm a criminal because I'm black like them. The good thing about having our own thoughts, our own consciences, having our own minds, is that we make up our own decisions. Yes, people might make stereotypes of us because of our race or our gender. But just because someone that shares the same race, your same gender, or in the same group as you, who has done something wrong, does not mean that you're the same way. That you share all the same values. If you share any of those values. That you're not the same person as those small group of people. You're your own person. I was in this Star Wars group called the Resistance AU, and yeah, you can probably tell it's based off the sequel trilogy for you Star Wars fans. And I was in a like I said, I was in a it sprung off of TikTok. It was on Discord. It had a Discord group. I was in that group since November to like April. And it was the first group I was in associated with TikTok. In that group, you have to make our own characters. Mine character was the son of Lando Calrissian, which, because of that, gave me a better appreciation for Lando Calrissian. But that's besides the point. There was this one person, even to this day, that I don't know what I did to make them upset. But either something I did or something I said had made them upset. And like I said earlier in the video, I pride myself of being an open-minded person. So, I might be stubborn, yes, at times, but if you come to me with your issues about me, I will listen to you. Now, if I catch you, if I hear you complain about something like you also do, I'll call you out on it, saying, I'll call out the hypocrisy, saying, well, you do it too, and I'm the type of person that if you complain about something that I do that you also do as well, I might hear you, but I'm not going to change until you yourself also change too. Because I'm not going to change myself if you complain about me doing something or saying something that you do or say the same thing. Bottom line, it's fair. You might be mad at me, you might dislike me afterwards, but at least I'm being brutally honest. So this person decided not to confront me about it. They decided to tell everyone else about what I did to make them upset, pretty much, besides telling me. And how I know that I made them upset, because I heard multiple people in that group saying that. Multiple. And she was one of the figureheads. Again, I don't know why I said. I don't know why I did to make her so upset. But I made her upset. And if she told me, I have every bit of faith that me and her would have came to the conclusion or would have found a common ground where, yeah, she might have her difference, her issues with me, but I would have been open-minded enough to hear what she said. And I'm the type of person that is also willing to change for the better. If you see I have some negative trait, let me know. And unless if you're being a hypocrite, which I will call you out on, I will change. I want to be the best person I can be. This person didn't do that with me. And nobody even told me why I did wrong. So, I weighed my options. I could either PM her, which is private message, or DM her, risking her making an exaggeration, or putting my words out of context, or something, make her choosing to make the situation worse, calling her out and potentially saying it, confronting her in the actual group, was, again, knowing this person could have potentially made things worse if I confronted her. Or I could leave the group and say, bye, Felicia. And just remove myself from that toxic situation that really, I don't, like I said, I might have upset her, but it didn't have to be toxic. I'm the type of person that I'm upfront with you. If I have an issue with you, I'll be upfront about it. If you decide not to be upfront with me, or try to start bullcrap with me, then I will call you out. But if you confront me with your issues with me, I will gladly listen. And I will gladly change. Improve. Because I'm that type of person that likes to improve for their friends. For the people that, and before I say that, there is you shouldn't try to change or improve for everyone, because some people only sticks around because you're beneficial in their lives. Once your use is gone, bye. And that's pretty much what happened to me in that group. Because I left that group. I didn't say a word. I just left the group. And only 2-3 people still talk to me from that group since I left the group. I ever since I left that group, I know like at least 2 people that came to my attention that said that they also left the group for similar reasons. Might not because of this person why I left, but it's for a really similar reason or the same reason. 2 like 3. The other person, there was one person that's debating whether or not they should leave the group or not because of similar or the same reason as me. I'm not going to specify, but similar / same reason as me. So, if you get at least 3-4 people leaving the group, and another person that's debating to leave the group, that should be saying something to the group. And when I joined the group, this person, the person who recorded me for the group, because he saw my TikTok videos and I was today, blah blah blah. I don't mind. I like the message that he told me that he wanted the group to be. But the people in it deferred that has deferred from that for the most part. And a lot of those people are still good people. It's just the group as a whole, no. Just no. Just no. But and there's this other person that did that too, shortly after. But I also confronted them because I figured less chances of conflict. But just because there's 2 people, and the reason why I left, she was one of the figureheads. So I didn't want to stay in the group where one of the figureheads was doing that. As a leader, I feel like you should lead by example, and the example she was leading was, oh yeah, if you have an issue with someone, don't confront them, talk shit about them behind their back. That's the example she was leading. And someone else did that to me too. Now, I might have left the Resistance AU. I might have had a bad experience in that group towards the end. But I'm not going to demonize exactly the group itself, because there are good people in that group. Yeah, some of them decided not to block me, not to message me after I left, and I don't know whether or not it's because they're sad that I left and it's too hard for them because I didn't say a word, or that they were just fake friends. Either way, for the most part, I don't hear from the people from the group. And if they catch this video, if you ever want to message me, you guys can. You have my Discord. You have my TikTok. Nobody's stopping you. But you. So yeah. So, my point being, by bringing that story about me leaving that Resistance AU group, just because I had a bad experience with 2 people in that group, and one of them was the reason why I left, because for the reasons I said, I am not going to say that, oh, just because 2 people are like that, that must mean everybody in the Resistance AU group must be that way. No. Just because people in that group, most of the people in that group hasn't messaged me since I left the group, that must mean everybody in that group must be, bad. No. Must be fake first. No. Now, the people I was seeing, for like the most of people stopped messaging me, and maybe they're fake friends. And yes, like I said, the two people that I told you guys about are bad apples. But there is still a few people in that group that I still consider as friends. That I still talk to. I could easily, if I wanted to, make an entire video on here and TikTok talking about, I don't support the resistance AU because of like two people try to talk shit about me behind my back and not tell me what I did wrong. So that means everybody in that group is like that. No. That will be that's not a good reason. Now, I do openly, like, if people ask me why I left, especially in that group, I will be totally open. Not to badmouth anyone, because it's the truth. Now, I'm the type of person that takes ownership for their actions. But I'm also truthful too. So it makes it really, really hard for anyone to spread rumors about me, because I accept what I do, whether it's in the right or in the wrong. I accept what I do. So saying, I don't support Black Lives Matter because some of the people in that group are violent. No. Those people you're referring to that are violent are extremists. And some of those people are not even part of the Black Lives Matter movement. They are just random people saying, I want to help your cause by doing something violent. They're not helping our cause. They don't have any intention of helping our cause. The Black Lives Matter movement. What they really want to do is shit on the Black Lives movement, like Black Lives BLM movement. Now, yeah, I'm in support of Black Lives Matter. I do believe having your voices heard. And the only time where I do believe in violence is if somebody's attacking you. And you realize that the only way you can get out of that is defending yourself physically. That's the only time I believe in violence. But outside of that, no, violence shouldn't be an answer. Violence should be the only thing, like, if you have no other choice. And those people who are vandalizing buildings in the name of Black Lives Matter movement. Thank you, Nemo. Those people's opinions are irrelevant, in my opinion, because they don't speak for the Black Lives Matter movement. And now, I also heard this controversy as well, saying, Black Lives Matter, it's so racist. Like, dang, because it's saying Black Lives Matter, and it doesn't acknowledge any type of race, or whatever. So it doesn't say White Lives Matter, Mexican Lives Matter, Japanese, Bulgarian, or any other ethnicity. Our lives matter except we're black. And that's not true. And they were saying, all lives matter. And here's the thing. The Black Lives Matter movement isn't saying that the other races, the other ethnicities, it's not saying that if you're not black, you don't matter. It's not saying that. It's acknowledging. Might not say, all lives matter, verbally, but they're hinting at that. It's hinting that all lives matter. Before I continue, one of my best friends is Bulgarian. Yeah, me and him may have our rough patches from time to time, but he's like a brother to me. He, regardless of what our differences may be, that we do have from time to time, we respect each other. We have each other's back. Yes, one may have to call out the other at times for stuff that the other is doing. But at the end of the day, me and my friend that's Bulgarian, we respect each other. We value each other. And he's been my friend for 13 years. I keep my friend circles small on purpose. And out of my friend circle, he is one of my longest lasting friendships. And like every friendship, every relationship, it has its ups and has its downs. But at the end of the day, me and him respect each other. We value each other. There's times where he called me out, rightfully so, and there's been times when I had to call him out, rightfully so, but we respect each other. I have friends from all type of ethnicities. But the reason why people are, the Black Lives Matter movement are focusing on black lives is because, not to say that any other ethnicity is exactly treated better per se, but so I'm going to make that clear. I'm not saying that any lives are treated better than black lives, because that would be an arrogant thing for me to say. Maybe except for like, this is going to be like the most political and longest political video I've ever said, but probably like the one that's, I'm sorry if you guys get offended, I mean this out of respect, the lives that, like the ethnicity that, their skin tone that probably gets treated better than blacks are white people. And I don't mean to sound racist or anything, but that's just how I feel. But at the same time, I do have really good friends that are white as well. And the Black Lives Matter isn't saying if you're not black, your life doesn't matter. Because it's saying, yeah, all lives matter. But here's why Black Lives Matter. Because it kind of goes to what I was saying earlier, my earlier point. How people like demonize black people because there are a few bad apples who chooses to commit crimes like steal, rape, murder, kidnap, whatever. But, and yeah, the police, like with the George Floyd thing, that police officer should have let off on George Floyd's neck, but he didn't. And the sad part is, some people get away with it. So, and the reason why we're making so much noise is because, like, black people are making so much noise and made the Black Lives Movement matters, because you have to also keep in mind, us black people weren't always treated as kindly as we are now. And there's still a long ways to go for us black people to get treated the way we deserve. Guess we were, in the old days, you know who were slaves for the most part? Black people. You know who couldn't vote for like the entirety of like the America? Black people. And so like amendment let blacks vote. I'm looking this up on my phone because I'm forgetting. The 15th Amendment, which I thought it was. It wasn't up until the 15th Amendment where black people had the right to vote. And even then, women didn't have a right to vote. What amendment allowed females to vote? I believe, yeah, it was the 19th. I thought it was the 17th, but it was the 19th Amendment. I know that's a bit off topic, but the reason why I'm bringing also the women's right to vote, because obviously there's some females that are black as well. But all lives matter. We're not denying that. What we're saying is that we, black people, should be treated better. We shouldn't be treated like we're filthy animals. And that's even an insult to filthy animals, because even filthy animals doesn't deserve to get treated like filthy animals. They deserve to get treated with more respect as well. Every living being deserves to get treated with some sort of respect. Now, I might not like Donald Trump, but that doesn't mean because I dislike Donald Trump, I'm going to assault him. Hell no. I have more self-respect for that. But some people don't have common sense or whatever. So, my point currently is, yeah, the Black Lives Matter might focus mostly on black lives, but the whole Black Lives Matter movement isn't implying that if you're not black, your life doesn't matter. It's implying that yes, all lives matter, but we need to but the reason why we're focusing so much on black lives is, well, the reasons I gave. Because, like, yeah, black people are treated better than we were in slavery. Than we were in the civil rights movement. But there's still a long way to go before equality, before for equality for black people as well. And that's all we want, is to have equality. And you shouldn't judge. It's kind of like what Martin Luther King Jr. said. We shouldn't, I'm kind of paraphrasing. I'm not exactly quoting him word by word. But Martin Luther King Jr. said in his I Got a Dream speech that it shouldn't really matter about the person's race. It shouldn't matter about their personality. And yes, some parts of his I Have a Dream speech may have come true. But there's, like I said, still a long way to go. So, yeah. My points being is that, one, just because you see a few people being violent in the name of Black Lives Matter, that shouldn't be a reason why you should not support it, because, like I said, those people are extremists, and in my opinion, they don't represent Black Lives Matter. In my opinion, they're only wanting to make things worse for the Black Lives Matter movement. And two, my second point is the whole controversy, if you think that the Black Lives Matter movement is only saying that black lives are the only lives that matter, then you're wrong. It's acknowledging and hinting that all lives matter. Yeah, sure, but their main focus is, they're vocally saying Black Lives Matter, and here's why Black Lives Matter. If there were more equality in the world, then I'm really doubting that the Black Lives Matter movement would exist. I really feel like that. But that's my take on the whole controversies surrounding Black Lives Matter. There's probably more. And I wouldn't doubt that there might be more controversy over the Black Lives Matter movement. But those two I hear a lot, and I just wanted to voice my opinion. And again, I don't really go political that often on my own channel or this channel, because I, for the most part, try to, in terms of making videos, stay away from politics, because I know that at times can be a toxic field to talk about, but I feel like this was a subject worth talking about. But yeah, for those of you who came on this video, watched me talk for 32 minutes now, thank you. I love you guys. I love all of you guys. Thank you for supporting this channel. And please have a wonderful day. Don't let people change you in a negative way, because the world could use more good, wonderful people. And this world is already full of jerks anyways. And the world could use less jerks, more good people. So that said, love you all. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a wonderful day. Be safe out there, and let me know what you guys think about this subject. And do you guys agree with anything that I said in this video? And do you guys disagree with anything that I said in this video? Let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your guys' voice. Opinions or comments, voices in this subject. And I will talk to you guys later. Love you guys 3000. Stay awesome, my friends, and have a wonderful day.